It's Week 18 of the 2025 season, and we'll be watching Terry McLaurin. He's been torching secondaries all season, now closing in on 1,200 yards. It's the Commanders and the Eagles, next on Madden Football.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Commanders. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And CD, you look at Washington coming into play here. Their offense is a unit that's not afraid to take chances out there, but not always for the better. What do you see them trying to do here?
I think they'll continue to take those chances, Brandon, but to me, they have to do it in a measured way. And what I mean by that, they can't just come into a game and throw caution to the wind and just say we're going to run a bunch of gadget plays, a lot of reverses, end arounds, all of those things. They've got to identify the spots where they want those plays to pay off, which means you have to set them up, and then when they present themselves, take full advantage.
"22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance." And off we go on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at two different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. These two teams met in our nation's capital earlier this season, with the Commanders picking up the win at FedEx Field. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep. Hurts. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 41-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. Past the 20. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Joey Sly on for the extra point. And the kick is good, and the Commanders out to a 7-0 lead. A heck of a play there defensively. Wilson navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now an option play on second down. And he stopped after a gain of one. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Throwing is Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
So here's Washington now in excellent field position to start things out. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. This time they'll throw it with Howell. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. On first down, Howell. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
2nd and 10, Howell. Gets it to Strong. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10. Over the middle. Now Brown. Oh, he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line.
It's not exactly round and round we go, but I'm looking at the poor defenses. All right, back-to-back possessions, the ball's turned over.
Back-to-back plays.
I mean, just that quickly, and you think you're going to the bench to get a little break, and all of a sudden you're hearing sudden change, get back out there, grabbing your helmets and running back out on the field. I don't think it's going to affect them much now, but if this keeps up, you're going to have two very angry defenses yelling at the offense to take care of the ball.
A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Off play action. It's Howell. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Howell, 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Personal foul. This is breaking the tackle. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
That penalty is declined.
Now Joey Sly for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was Jahan Dotson with a touchdown catch to finish things off. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect we'll go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Howell throwing on 1st down here. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position, almost had it, but it's 2nd down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Ball start. Offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. He's got Strong going across the formation. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Faking the handoff. Howell. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Howell trying to pick it up on third. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. First down, Howell to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Howell to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. On third down, Robinson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Brian Robinson Jr. with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Hurts. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete.
Continued struggles here in the second quarter, and to me, you can pin a lot of them on an inability to convert third downs. Add that most recent incompletion to the list of examples.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And now this ball picked up in the end zone. Remember, this is a live ball. Brian Robinson Jr. making his way back onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. 48 yards on the ground for him so far. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll go play action. Howell. And that is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Back to throw. Howell. And the man open here is strong. And they're going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20. Well, a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. One last shot before the break. Howell. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. That's just 32 yards. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, where it was the Cowboys who get the win at home. Ezekiel Elliott, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. From there, we're off to check out another game, and it's the visiting Jets who have the lead in that one. Garrett Wilson, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Browns in that one. Noah Brown, a touchdown reception. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Eagles. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for Washington, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there. Both teams currently making their final adjustments. We're getting ready for the second half. So we'll send it back up to FedEx Field and hand things back over to Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. As the Commanders make their way out on offense, let's take a peek at the playoff picture in the NFC. Still a lot to be determined in terms of their final seeding. We do know they'll be in the playoffs, but in what shape, what capacity, we're not sure. But here, ready for a sports cliche, and then just take them one game at a time, right?
And they have to. And look, the thing about cliches, they've been proven over time. All right, we know that. So, yes, take it one game at a time, but make sure that there's no let-up, no getting off the gas, right? No mental letdowns, because each one is important for them to accomplish their goals.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 62 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Up the middle they go. McDonald. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13. Powell. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Third and long, here's Howell. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Back to the ground with Robinson. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. 2nd and 7. Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. That swung out wide to Sanders. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. To throw again on second down. Hurts, open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Got a man, it's Brown. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. And he'll be brought down at the 27. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts over the middle to Smith. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops from one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Let's go now.
Here's Hurts to throw. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Eagles are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Washington on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 11. Powell. That's complete to Turner. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And the Eagles defense able to hold. On 1st down, Hurts. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. An explosive 38-yard pickup. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Hurts. Quick slant to Brown. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown from 8 yards out. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. That one looks like he'll throw here. Out to his left. Coming across the field, he finds Dotson. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's got room. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 120 yards for him now on the ground as he goes over the century mark here. I'd say he's ready for the playoffs ahead, no doubt. They'll run with Robinson. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they stop him at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one...
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. Got it inside the 10. Still not a first yet. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Commanders are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So that drive goes 8 plays. And capping it all off was Cole Turner with a touchdown catch. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. From the 30 on 2nd down, Hurts. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So a victory here for the Commanders.
And when you break it down, you know, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You know, you just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for Washington, they get that important 10th win to finish the regular season at 10-7.
And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless.